Hello, welcome to the Horn News, a broadcast from Canada. My name is Sandra Asante. Top stories. Ethiopia attempts to kill UN human rights investigation into Tigray atrocities. 4 killed, 3 injured in planned militia attack on the Donglo airport. Also, Somaliland minister accuses speaker of supporting forces fighting against army. This and more stories coming up after the break. Stay tuned. You're most welcome back from the break to our very first story. Continuing with its impressive international route expansion, Ethiopia Airlines is set to operate yet another route between New York and Cote d'Ivoire starting May 23rd. The airline will resume flight between the New York JFK International and Felix Houphouët-Boigny International Airport in Cote d'Ivoire, commonly known as Ivory Coast. This route was launched in June 2019, but was suspended in March 2020 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Passengers flying from Ethiopia to New York can also board this flight as it will originate from the airline's hub at Addis Ababa Bole International Airport. This year, Ethiopian Airlines has been showing its prowess in the aviation industry by flying to new territories as well as destinations it serves in the past. The airline has already announced plans to fly to Atlanta, Hartsfield-Jackson, Singapore, Jeddah, and Malta. According to the CEO, Mesfin Tesel Bekele, the flight carrier plans to double 2 fleets over the next 12 years and expands its global network, making it one of the most incredible aviation superpowers to grace the skies. Still in Ethiopia, Ethiopia is courting support for a motion to cut short a UN-mandated inquiry into atrocities in the Tigray war. 5 diplomats said in a move that could divide African and Western nations. The Ethiopian government's 2-year conflict with forces in the northern Tigray region ended last November with thousands dead and millions uprooted. Both sides blame each other for widely documented atrocities, including massacres, rape, and detentions without trial. Though the Geneva-based UN Human Rights Council has never entered a probe before its mandate, Addis Ababa has circulated a draft version of a resolution calling for the Tigray inquiry to stop some 6 months earlier. This would also block publications of findings and the final debate at the council. Ethiopian government spokesperson Legessa Tulo and Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's spokesperson Balinia Soyum did not respond to requests for comment. Addis Ababa has opposed the investigation from the onset, calling it politically motivated and trying to block funding. Ethiopia's proposed motion has not yet been formally submitted to the 47-member Rights Council, which meets from Monday until 4th of April 2023. 2 of the diplomats familiar with the matter said there were ongoing efforts to dissuade Addis Ababa. This will be a terrible precedent, said a Western diplomat in Geneva. To our next story, the promise and the perils of the America's counter-terrorism campaign were on full display at a remote training base in central Somalia. It was graduation day for 346 recruits who will join an elite Somali commando unit trained by the State Department, advised by the U.S. Special Operations Forces, and backed by American air power. Since last August, the unit, called the Danab, has spearheaded a spring of Somali army victories against the Al-Shabaab, an Islamist terrorist group that is considered the deadliest of Al-Qaeda's global branches. We more dedicated than ever, said the second Lieutenant Shukri Yusuf Ali, 24, who joined the unit 2 years ago as one of its few female members and was recently selected to attend the U.S. Army Infantry Training course at the 4th Benin GA. But sadness huge over the economy. Most of the recruits will be rushed into the front lines to backfill 2 Danab battalions decimated by the Shabab attack last month that left more than 100 Somali soldiers dead or injured. So in Somalia, clan militias forces attacked the airport of Dolo district on Monday, killing 4 people, including airport security commander, and injuring 3 others. The assailants aimed to prevent Major Abdullahi Mohammed Osoblu from leaving the airport. Major Osoblu had been leading a terror-related investigation, which resulted in the death of the Atangara Gabawa during interrogation. Gabawa and 2 others were suspected of being involved in the assassination of Mohammed Awels, commander of the Somali force of the 28th Battalion, who was killed in an explosion on February 18th in the Balad Hawo district. Gabawa was the only civilian suspect of the trio. Although officials from the military court, intelligence, and the Gorgo were at the airport during the attack, it is unclear if they were among the dead or the injured. Jubaland regional lawmaker Musaf Momal Gedi confirmed that the district's deputy intelligence chief was also among the wounded. General Jamal Hassan Saray, the Nisa commander of the Geda region, stated that the military court had launched an assassination case on Sunday. The chairman of the Somali National Armed Forces Military Court, Major Hassan Ali Noh Shute, arrived in the Dolo last week demanding additional evidence regarding Mohammed Awel's assassination. To our next story, security forces engaged in a friendly firefighter near the Sinai junction in Mogadishu on Monday evening, according to witnesses. The clash involved armed guards of the Yashid district commissioner and the Somali police forces, resulting in the death of up to 5 people and several injured, including deputy commissioner. Mogadishu Mayor Benadir Regional Governor Yusuf Hussein Jimali, that is Madele, announced that authorities have arrested the officers responsible for the shootout and will keep them in custody during the investigation. He expressed hope that such incidents will decrease in the future and urged security forces to exercise caution before using force. The latest clash follows another incident that occurred less than 2 weeks ago in the same area. National Intelligence and Security Agency NISA, the NISA, forces attempted to prevent Somali National Army SNA forces from bypassing their checkpoint, resulting in at least 2 soldiers being seriously injured. To our final story, Somaliland's Minister of Information, Saliban Yusuf Ali Kore, a close confidant of President Muse Bihi Abdi, has accused Somaliland Speaker of the House of Representatives, Abdiri Sak Khalif Ahmed, of providing financial support to the SSC Khartoum forces. Abdirasak Khalif used the properties given to him to solve the problem. He used it to provide the group with fuel and ammunition, Minister Kore told local media in Hargeisa on Monday. The minister accused Khalif of being a traitor, stating that he has always worked towards the destruction of Somaliland and has accused numerous problems for the country's independence. The minister also accused Khalif of being true facades during and claiming that during The minister accused Khalif of being too facetious, claiming that during a council of ministers meeting in Las Anod, he used to tell them that all traditional leaders belonging to the Somali government and the Al-Shabaab groups were fighting in the town. The speaker stated that government's claim that it was fighting terrorist group in the Las Anod has spiraled out of control and described it as an offensive move. This is where I end today's Horn News. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share as well. My name is Sandra Asante. Enjoy the rest of your day. Justice for all.